Because I work with a group of people I can truly call my friends.
It's a lot of teamwork. I work with a great group of people. They would do it because they're doing it for the patient.
Not everybody has that opportunity to work with a job where you know you're doing some good.
Take a lot of pride in doing whatever it takes.
We truly are making a difference in regards to saving lives.
This is why I'm here.
Since 1946, when it was an idea in the mind of the Junior League and the Milwaukee Medical Society, the Blood Center has always been dedicated to helping patients and advancing research. And our mission hasn't changed. This Blood Center has always been first and foremost concerned about life-saving solutions, very much grounded in our medical and scientific expertise.
We have a research division, a medical services division, a blood services division, a lab division, and we take the great wealth of knowledge that this organization embodies and translate that into tests that can really improve a physician's ability to diagnose, what do I do about it, how can I treat them?
In medical services, a physician group is responsible for all the things that physicians are involved in here at the Blood Center. Oversight of therapeutic apheresis, transfusion services, clinical research. We have a special patient services area. We have a donor management department, our comprehensive center for bleeding disorders, a national marrow donor program. We do a significant amount of education at the Medical College of Wisconsin, and we do a lot of education out in the community.
Blood Services has employees who actually are responsible for the blood supply, collecting the products, processing the blood into products, testing it for diseases, labeling it, assessing its safety and quantities and purity, and then distributing it to 54 hospitals in the state of Wisconsin.
The Blood Research Institute is the research arm of the Blood Center. The research that goes on here has, in many respects, changed the way people have looked at issues relating to transfusion medicine. A lot of the basic work that now forms the way we do things clinically came out of basic research at the Blood Research Institute.
I think what's most amazing to me has been just an absolutely rock-solid commitment to excellence. It has one focus: patients. It draws together all these diverse areas of the Blood Center and gives us a point at which we all align.
I really enjoy coming to work here every day. There's a tremendous group of employees to work with. Every single employee has had a real commitment to what the mission of the Blood Center is.
Every day we have a tremendous job to do to bring enough blood products to the patients in Wisconsin hospitals, and that requires as many as 800 donors every single day, which in of itself is an amazing feat of accomplishment. All the systems and the people it takes to get that job done truly is an inspiration.
That is the recipient of our work out there. We may not meet them, we may not see them, we may not interact with them, but at the end of the day, they are the reason we're here, and keeping that always in sight and always at the forefront of our minds is very important.
I remember a lady, a wife of a man who had leukemia, and she told a very elegant story of, in this case, we didn't save his life, but we gave him one more year. And then she went on and told all the issues about what one more year in somebody's life meant. So it was touching to understand that we save lives, but we also touch lives in very different ways.
I had the privilege of meeting a young lady, a patient who brought her story to her community of donors. She had actually made out little thank you cards for each and every individual there. It really brought home to me, and I think to everyone, how really personal and profound the gift of blood is.
Last year, we were able to have a donor recipient meeting
It was a Milwaukee police detective, and his recipient was a 19-year-old young man, and he is 100% disease-free now. The nicest young man you could ever meet, and the Blood Center brought that together. That typing was done by our diagnostic labs as far as the matching, the confirmatory testing. So, it was the doing more good than you know.
I can see what happens with the whole blood center. I can see that in that patient every day. There may be somebody packing the factory replacement product for that patient, and he or she doesn't get to see what a difference that makes in that patient's life that day, but I get to see that. And I hope other people understand what they're doing for these patients who lead pretty difficult lives, many of them, makes a huge difference in their lives.
Looking out 10 years, I think we will be more involved with research. We will be more connected in clinical research and to our different customer groups. But I think we will focus more and more also on the donor and our hospital relationships.
So one of our goals is to continue to grow our NIH grants. And we want to continue to enhance our education, both locally and nationally.
Using the tools of molecular diagnostics and genetics will be an important part of proactive medicine, and we are very well positioned to partner with our physicians and hospitals in that quest.
What motivates the change is the vision for the future, and the vision is to be a blood center without equal, discovering new ways to save more lives.
One thing that typifies the Blood Center from its very inception is a spirit of inquiry and innovation, not to be satisfied with the status quo.
You don't change your name unless you really know what message you want to give to people and who you are to start with. So we needed an identity, we needed to distinguish ourselves, and we needed that logo and name to reflect our future. What are our values? What do we feel like? What are the words that describe us?
The logo is really taking two areas of the organization that some may think cannot exist in the same organization, and yet they do, and that is it's warm and approachable and friendly in its embracing of the patient. And then on the other side, we are a medical organization that has discovery, science, expertise. And so what this logo is doing is bringing those two sides together.
If you look at the cellular pieces, I see the multiple parts of the blood center that focus on the patient. Medical services, research, blood services, diagnostic labs. And then you see this emerging square which ties, to me, everything together. That is how we came to create the new logo of Blood Center of Wisconsin. The words are strong and solid. The patient mark underscores that it is all about the patient. This logo begins to tell the story of who we are.
It's all about
the
patient.
The patient.
The patient.
The patient.
It's all about the patient.